Hello there. Thanks so much for joining me today. This is going to be a nice deep hip stretch along with a nice lower back stretch. We're going to start this one lying down on our backs. Once you get here, we're just going to hug the knees into the chest, feeling that mat underneath us. Just taking some pulses here, pulling those legs down, releasing them, and then pulling back just a few times. Allow that left foot to come to the mat. Go ahead and straighten through that right leg. Putting your hands behind that thigh. Nice little stretch here. Once you find what feels good, we're just going to point and flex that foot. Really getting into the calf and those shins. You could also straighten that left leg if that feels better for you. Beautiful. Coming in for a half happy baby, so take those peace fingers around that big toe. And just allow that right knee to come towards the earth. Beautiful outer hip stretch. Just taking a few slow rounds of breath here. We're going to pull this right leg over, coming in for our reclined pigeon. Once that feels good, you can lift that leg up, maybe grab behind that left thigh or in front of that left shin. Active right leg, using that right elbow to push into that right leg to deepen the stretch. Beautiful. A gentle release. Allowing that right foot to come to the mat. Go ahead, extend that left leg up. Catching behind that thigh. Giving a little pull here. Just finding where it feels good. And then once you get to that spot, we're just going to point and flex the foot. If you've been walking a lot and them shins and them calves are hurting, this should feel amazing. Really articulating that point and flex. Beautiful. Slowly coming in for that half happy baby. So left fingers come around that left big toe. Pulling it down. And of course, if you want to straighten that right leg, you're more than welcome to on this side as well. And slowly bringing that foot over that right leg. Coming in for our reclined pigeon on this side. Maybe noticing the slight differences here in the feeling. Same pose, different leg, different feeling. Beautiful slow release of that right foot to the mat. Left foot comes, and let's just take a nice little windshield wiper, knees going left to right. We're going to come into our cobbler pose, so go ahead and just push yourself up. Bringing those feet together. And we're just going to fold, so maybe bringing your hands to your ankles, pulling to straighten that spine. And then a fold forward, keeping that spine straight. These outer hips can get really tight. So we're just here to make sure that they stay a touch open. Otherwise, they get really locked up and they hurt. Or you get leg cramps like I used to get. No fun. Beautiful. Slowly coming back up. Go ahead and take the legs to the side. We're going to come in for our downward facing dog. Once you get there, just go ahead and take a slight pedal of the feet. The hamstrings and the calf should feel a little open. Next inhale takes that right leg up, open the hips. We're stepping this foot to the outer edge of this right hand. Coming in for lizard. Can lower that back knee down here. Taking the gaze up, trying to keep that spine lengthened and maybe roll into the outer edge of that right foot. And if it's within your practice, you can come on down into the forearms. You could also take that right hand to that right knee and open up that hip a little deeper. Just listening to the body and following its lead. Gently walking the hands up. We're going to go ahead and plant that left hand and maybe take that right hand back, bending through that left knee, maybe catching that foot. Slow release. Right hand comes back around. We're going to heel toe this foot all the way over to the left, coming in for our pigeon pose. Once you get here, we're just going to sit up nice and tall through the spine. And then maybe folding forward over that right leg. Just coming here for about 5 to 7 rounds of breath. We're slowly going to peel ourselves back up. We're all going to slowly make our way back into our downward facing dog. You could take some hip circles with that right leg if that feels good. We can just come back into our downward dog. Just taking a round of breath here. Next inhale takes that left leg up, open up the hips. Left foot comes to the outer edge of that left hand. Go ahead and lower down that back knee. Taking that gaze forward, keeping that spine as long and lengthened as possible. And maybe coming to that outer left foot. Tapping back into the breath. And maybe coming down to the forearms. Gently peeling back up. Taking the left hand up and over, maybe grabbing that right foot. Slowly releasing, heel toe in that left foot all the way over. Coming in for our pigeon over on this side. Once you get here, sitting up nice and tall. And if it feels good, you can slowly come on down, lowering over that left leg. Beautiful. Slowly walking the hands back. Coming back, our last downward facing dog. Pedaling the feet, finding stillness. That choice is yours. The next inhale is going to roll us forward, lower down to the knees. Coming into our kneeling position, hands in our lap. Closing the eyes down here. Go ahead and bring your right hand to your heart, left hand to your belly. Our quote today comes from Van Gogh. He says, "What is done in love is done well." I challenge you to come onto your mat with love in your heart towards yourself, towards your surroundings. Allow love to be the center of your practice on the mat and off the mat. And bring your hands into prayer. We close out with a namaste. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope that your low back and your hips feel way more open. As always, I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, and I look forward to seeing you back on the mat.